So really, when is the best time to stop working? When you're pregnant. Hi, I'm Fray, and I'm a semi-retired senior midwife and a best-selling maternity author, and welcome along. And I gotta tell you, I gotta warn you, I got a really strong opinion on this one, like really strong. So I might offend you, I might upset you, or actually, you might be wrecked with what I'm about to say. You might be stoked and thrilled. So let's get into it. I want you to imagine, but first, I want you to imagine that this baby is not inside your womb, okay? Let's say you've spent $40,000 paying for a surrogate to carry your baby. And your surrogate, your precious, precious baby, and your surrogate is insisting that she wants to work right up until close to the her EDD. She's like, I want to go to 37, 38 weeks. I'll be fine. It's all good. And you know that women who work full time increase their risk in third trimester of developing multiple different obstetric complications, especially gestational diabetes, preeclamptic toxemia, preterm labour of premature baby, and IUGR, intrauterine growth restriction. We know this, right? You know that. And this is your precious baby. And you're pleading with your surrogate, going, please don't plan to work up to 37 weeks. Like, just don't. Like, I'm freaking out. Like, this is my baby. And, could we pay you some money so you don't go to work? Like, how can we deal with this? Because this is your baby inside her womb. But in your case, your baby is inside your womb. Yet somehow, when the baby's inside our own womb, we push aside this need to rest, and we justify it, and we go, look, it's fine. I'm fine. It's good. Like, my work's not that difficult, and I don't have to stand that much, or I work from home quite a bit, or it's not that demanding on me, or I'm feeling fine, and all of these things that we tell ourselves. But when you do develop those obstetric complications, you can't turn back time. And here's the kicker, right? If tonight you go into labor, like you have tomorrow, your baby's been born, you ain't going back to work. If this is a premature baby, you're preterm, you're before 37 weeks, you're going to be in NICU or skaboo every single day. Work will go out the window. I have seen this happen so many times. It's just incredibly sad because it's so preventable. It's just, anyway, like women that have said, I'm fine. And then, gestational diabetes, preeclamptic toxemia, preterm labour of premature baby, IUGR growth restricted babies. This occurs and they can't turn back time. It's impacted their baby. It's impacted them for the rest of their life. They're going to carry that guilt that they should have given up work earlier. And they were pushing through thinking they would be absolutely fine. They'd made the commitment to work. And here's the thing also, it comes down to maternity leave, right? What's the pay? Like, how can I juggle my maternity leave? Well, I'm sorry. And this is where I said it. You might not want to hear what I'm going to say. I don't give a shit about maternity leave. All I care about is the well-being of your baby and you. And that's where money is not as important, not at all, as the needs of the pregnancy. And also, I'm sorry, but I'm that old school. We didn't have maternity leave paid when I had my babies. Everybody was just broke, man. Like, we were super, super broke. And so there was no decision about, it wasn't. So I feel for you guys when you're, having to juggle this maternity leave idea and how to, but please don't. Put the priority of the health of the well-being of the pregnancy ahead of maternity leave income. You will get through it. You will. You'll find a way to be without that money. You will. Okay, so what is it? Part-time from 28 weeks, not working from 32. That's the golden thing. So when you get through to the end of the second trimester is typically when everybody feels the best in their pregnancy. And, usually the first trimester, you're feeling really tired and because your body wants you to rest so that this pregnancy can successfully establish, and you may have morning sickness and it's all very yucky. Usually the second trimester, you kind of come right and you feel pretty good, and in the third trimester you start it feeling pretty good, but then rapidly over that next 2 or 3 months you can get to the point where you feel just munted. And here's the thing, I don't want you giving up work after you've got to the point of feeling munted and shattered and a wreck. That's no good. You've pushed way past the safety level of what's best for the health of your baby. You need to be dialing down your work while you're still feeling good. Now, by the time you hit your third trimester, your cardiac output is 1.5 times the non-pregnant you. Your body is working really, really, really hard, even if all you're doing is sitting on the couch. Your renal filtration is 1.5 times the non-pregnant you, and everything is going on at maximum capacity. Your pancreas is having to produce insulin at levels that it's never needed to do before, because in pregnancy you've naturally become insulin resistant. You've also naturally immunocompromised, so your immune system is working harder than it's ever needed to do. Like everything, your digestion is working harder than everything's working harder than it normally needs to do. So if there's going to be some cracks, if things are going to go wrong, this is when it happens. This is when it will start to show, and you don't want it because it becomes irreversible. So you have to do everything you can to stop that occurring. So you can put your hand on your heart and you go, you know what? I know I developed preeclamptic toxemia, but I did everything in my power to try not to. And the thing is, I probably would have been 10 times worse if I had not done all these things to prevent it happening. Okay? So part-time from 28 weeks, not working from 32. And now that sounds like, oh, you're stopping work 2 months before birth. No, you're stopping work a month before you're due to give birth to this baby. Because don't get fixated on that EDD, date saying being called a due date. It's a really, really, really dumb name for it. Like super dumb. It needs to be renamed to what it is. Because what it is an estimated 40-week gestation date. Estimated 40-week gestation date. That's what that date is. It's not at the day your baby is due to be born. It's a 40-week date. Your baby is due to be born anytime from 37 to 42 weeks. So anything before 37 weeks is preterm labour, and anything after 42 weeks is postdates labour. But 37 to 42 weeks is a normal time to give birth, to naturally at term go into spontaneous labour. And so what we're talking about is you fully stopping work for a good month prior to you being due to give birth to this baby at term. So from 32 to 37 weeks, this is this 1 month where you are really, really focused on putting your feet up and resting, because this is now when you're in absolutely high risk of developing an obstetric complication. So this is when you are investing in your wellness, because otherwise, if you carry on working at that point, you are playing Russian roulette. What you're doing is you've got your fingers crossed, hoping that you carrying on work won't turn into an obstetric complication. Will it? Who knows? But if it does, you can't turn it back. You can't undevelop that complication. You can't reverse time. So you're investing in your baby's well-being for the pregnancy and for the rest of its life. Because if your baby's been negatively exposed to gestational diabetes or preeclamptic toxemia or IUGR, being growth restricted in utero, or very much preterm labour of prematurity, it's potentially affecting your baby for the rest of its life. I just want you to take off that month, okay? Take off the month before your baby is due to be born so you can put your feet up. And apart from you physically needing that break, mentally and emotionally you need it as well. You need to dial it down. It's so important. So I just want to give you permission to not be working from 32 weeks and part-time from 28 weeks. I love you. I send you only the best. Bye, everybody.